Hi there, Henry Smith here from IamWealthyandRich.com. Thanks for joining me today. What I'm talking about in this video series is wealth creation in action. And it's a very exciting journey that I started, I would say almost, last year, 2020 in February, with no money, zero money, just an idea and a mindset strategy, which developed. Mindset strategy is so important. It's a foundation. And I guess the mindset strategy, working on that. And then when I say mindset strategy, specifically a work and prosperity mindset strategy in order to attract capital, attract wealth, because I didn't have any at that time. And, a few short months after that, 4 or 5 months or so after that, I was able to attract the wealth I needed to invest in the investment side of this strategy. And, did that after doing, great research and so on and so forth. And then after that, that grew, all of last year until the end of January 2021. It reached a certain level, and I decided to start documenting it. And here we are today. So, there's two parts to this, and what I do every day is I just go and document how much the portfolio has gone up by or gone down by. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. That's just the way it goes. In an upward direction, though, that's the most important thing. And then I talk about a few things. It's a journey, and I'm just documenting this for myself, my journey as we, I build this to the 7-figure level. Now, disclaimer, I'm not a financial planner or financial advisor. I'm not an accountant or CPA, not part of any regulated body. And this is I'm just an investor, DIY investor, should I say, with some good connections. And I'm just doing this, what's working, talking about what's working for me. Do understand that all investments do carry some degree of risk. Even if you do your research, there's still risk. It's a risk I'm willing to take, but just do understand that all investments do carry a degree of risk. So always do your due diligence, your research. Do not invest more than you can afford to lose. Okay, that's just a fair bit of advice, or should I say disclaimer, I wish I had to give. Talking about financial matters. But this is just for general information purposes, not official financial advice, because I don't know you, I can't advise you, and I'm not qualified to advise you either. So with that said, I'm just showing, like I said, I'm going to share my screen and just update my figures for today, then talk about a couple of things in this exciting market. So I'll share my screen by clicking this button. And this is the spreadsheet that I use, and I have been updating and continue to update. So as the figures come in on a day-by-day basis, I mean, I don't have to do this, to be honest with you, but I just decided to do this on a daily basis. It's in green when it goes up on the previous day, it's in red when it goes down on the previous day. And there are 3 columns. This is the most important column. And so we've had some runs where it's been, 3, 4, 5 days before it's come back. There's always, after every expansion, there's a retraction. After every expansion, there's a retraction. After every retraction, there's an expansion. We have some times here when we have longer times when it expands and then it goes down, and so on and so forth. So it's almost like guarantees that whenever there's an expansion, there's going to be a retraction. Whenever there's a retraction, it's going to be followed by an expansion. And it's just the way the market goes. So the last few days, the market's gone backwards a little bit. And I guess it's probably just similar today. It's in a backward trend at the moment, but that's okay. So today's date is the 18th of May. And I get my figures from this page here, the investment summary, which is, it comes in through a live feed here, which is updated every 10 or so minutes, and into an asset group and multiplies and gives me the end result here. So of this particular portfolio. This particular portfolio consists of one whole Bitcoin and an assortment of altcoins. altcoins or alternative coins apart from Bitcoin. And this is the total of it, 241 at this time. And this is kind of like the spread between Bitcoin and altcoins. It wasn't like this when I put it in, but this is what it's become. And what are we talking about here? This is the pounds equivalent, Great British pounds or pound sterling equivalent, same portfolio, just in pounds. So one Bitcoin at the moment is 31,466 pounds, or $43,467 either way. So what I'm going to do is take this figure here, under this altcoin figure here, 197,957.97, lots of sevens in there, 197,957.97. Okay, hope I remember that. So the time right now is 15:32. 197,957.97. Let's see if I got that right. 197,957.97. Yep, that's correct. And I don't know, is that higher or lower? Well, that's higher than yesterday, so that can go to green. Put that in green. And then this figure here, 241,425.57. 241,425.57. 241,425 point. Is that 57? It's not 57. Yeah, it was 57. 241,425.57. 221,425.57. So that is a little higher than yesterday. So that can go. What's this? That can go green as well. And let's bring this down. And that's a little, no, it's still lower than yesterday, so that can stay right. So Bitcoin is lower, the altcoins are higher. And that's why it's so important to have a balanced portfolio. You don't just have one thing. You know, Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Bitcoin's great, it's fantastic, but you don't want to have just Bitcoin on your plate. You know, just like you don't want to have just steak, only steak. Steak is good, but you don't just have just steak. Or shouldn't maybe say steak for some of your vegetarian lovers, but just, you know, one giant big cabbage on your plate. You don't want to have a giant cabbage because it's just not balanced. So so that's a figure for today. Let me just bold that and save that. Stop sharing my screen. Oh. Right, so that's updated for today. What I want to talk to you about today is about exciting times happening. There's some fantastic things happening in this market. If you really understand the dynamics of the cryptocurrency space, you know, you'll be. This is an amazing time. You know, Bitcoin is 50, you know, sub 50s, sub 50,000. This is a great time because you will not see, after some time, going into next year, you will not see Bitcoin at this price anymore. So you know, if you're not in at the moment, you're going to be, you know, you will not see Bitcoin under 100,000 after a particular time. You know, over the next 5 years, things are going to really going. But this particular part of the cycle is exciting because here's why it's exciting. Let me just see if I can share some of my screen here just to explain why it's exciting. Let me explain to you a concept. If you understand what's happening, which a lot of people don't, you understand what the market is doing, where the market is going, all right, you will understand that, you know, we're just getting started, just getting warmed up. That's why it's so exciting. And it's like watching a football match, whatever the definition of football is to you, whether it be, you know, watching a football match, doesn't really matter the definition of football to you. If you were watching a football match and you knew the scores, I don't know, I may have said this before in a previous video, but I'll say it again. If you knew the scores, okay, and then so you're going to watch, you missed it, the live one, you're going to watch it on television, and you know the scores already, you know your team won, and maybe even you know the score, but you just know your team won. and you sat down with your drink, whatever it is, and you started watching the match. And in the in the first half, your team is doing terrible. Do you get upset? No. Your team's just doing terrible, just slaughtering your team, and it's doing terrible, and you don't get upset, do you? Because you know the scores. And then imagine when you think, any time from now your team's going to score and the other team scores 1-0 if it's soccer, and they score again 2-0, and then we get to the end of the first half and it's 2-0. It's terrible. Your team did really bad in the first half. So you should know then that means this second half is going to be one fantastic, exciting second half. You understand? Because you know your team won. That means your team not only equalized, they then went above. Wow, you've got to, and that's how you feel. You don't worry, you don't break a sweat. And what if you start watching the second half? I'm talking soccer now, let's just say. And it went 20 minutes, or 25 minutes, or something. You got like 20 minutes to go. You've got to sit, buckle down and watch it, because you've got to know, wow, this last 20 minutes, there's going to be some serious action in this last 20 minutes. Because you know the scores, you know your team won, you know you're going to win, you know you're a winner. So that means all the action was squeezed into this last 20 minutes. What an exciting 20 minutes is going to be. And you don't want to, you're not going to want to blink, because you know how exciting things are going to be. Okay, so let's just share my screen again. You see, in this industry we're in here, all right, this industry, the cryptocurrency industry, if you look at Bitcoin, look at the whatever, I'm telling you this, we're expecting the market cap of the cryptocurrency. This is the cryptocurrency market cap. Okay, we're expecting it to be at least 2.5 times at the end of the cycle. Okay, 2.5 times, which means we're expecting another $3 trillion to come into the crypto market, the market capitalization. $3 trillion should be coming in between the next 6 months or so. So where do you think that's going to drive prices if $3 trillion comes in? We're expecting Ethereum should be at least $1 trillion. Okay, 4 trillion should come into here, into Bitcoin. Not 4 trillion come into it, but they should get up to 4 trillion. So it doesn't matter of the prices. This is a bargain. If it's down here now, get it at this price, because 4 trillion, well, let's say 3.2 trillion, or 3 trillion coming in here is going to be incredible. What's this? 6 trillion, 600 million, 615 billion coming into the Ethereum market, pushes this up to the trillion mark. Because this market is due to get to the 5 trillion mark in this cycle. All right. Now the interesting thing is, when it gets to that figure, because that means that would quadruple what we have here, at least quadruple it. This should be getting to the 200K mark. For that to happen, this has to quadruple. All right. So where it's down here is fantastic. This is the buying opportunity, and this is a fantastic opportunity to get into it. You should understand it and look at it as an investor and the potential opportunity. But the interesting thing is this, the way in which the market works, there'll come a time when we get to the top of this market later in this year, and the markets funds tend to flow into what we call the alternative coins, the altcoins. All right. So you'll see this percentage go even lower, like maybe 10% Bitcoin, and this will be like 90% altcoins, as more money flows out from Bitcoin into this, because the same amount of money will still be in the marketplace, right? This could be around 4 to 5 trillion. There'll still be 4 to 5 trillion, but money would then flow out of Bitcoin into the altcoins, and that's when the altcoins would go absolutely bananas, parabolic, absolutely just through the roof. All right, and that is when this could become like 2 million, 10 times what you see here, at least. It's not going to be in proportion. It will be 10 times, because that money is like squeezed. It's like having a balloon full of water, and you squeeze one end of the balloon, so the water has got to go to the other side. You understand? That some of it will come out, but most of it will go to the other side. So for time, the altcoins will go crazy. So you've got to be invested in the right altcoins. And we've got a program for that if you want to get involved in being invested in the right altcoins. We've got some of the best altcoin selections ever. Okay? Good to be involved in Bitcoin, but it's also good to be involved in the altcoins. You understand? So that's why I said, if we know that another 3 trillion is coming into the market in the next 6 months, or thereabouts, 2.5 to 3 trillion, it's going to be exciting times. You understand? And what do you think that's going to do to the prices? You understand? So people don't get it. They think they keep looking at now, or Bitcoin is going down because of this and the paper and in the media, and what it means nothing. It means nothing. Okay? Good, great times about to happen, you know, and if you know the scores, you just keep your an even mind, an even mental equilibrium, and you invest more. You don't run from the market. This is the time to invest more. When it's down, this means sales. Sales time, sales, not time to sell. It means time to buy. This is, what do you call it? Black Friday. Okay? Come early. Okay, so this is Black Friday, come early. Every time you say this is Black Friday, come early. Not run for the hills. Okay? Black Friday, come early. January sales, come early, or whenever the sales are. They keep changing them now. Do sales and before the Christmas, the holiday season. But anyway, it's sales, sales, sales. Time to buy, time to invest, the time to just put your seatbelt on and hold on, because this thing's about to take off. Okay? You know, and then in the next cycle, let's just not get too ahead either of ourselves, but in the next cycle, we'll see the crypto market, this become close, head towards 20 trillion. 20 trillion, we're talking about 2025. Okay? And what do you think these prices will be then? Okay, so if you're watching as a spectator, you really need to get off the side stand of the seats and get in the game. Okay, because exciting times are happening. Exciting times are happening. Those who are positioning themselves, okay, are going to properly, with the right sort of, you know, Bitcoin and Ethereum and the right altcoins, are going to be able to take advantage of this massive inflow of cash to the crypto space. So this is good. What you need to understand is this. You know, you think, you know, it's a far-fetched to jump to double, to get to 4 trillion or to get to 5 trillion. You think that's difficult? In the last 15 months, Bitcoin was only, not Bitcoin, the crypto market was only 250 billion. So it has gone, what's 250 billion? Calculate. Two, oh, right, 28, that was a long number. 810 564 009. You divide that by, divided by, it was roughly 250 billion. We're talking about March 2020. Okay, so about 12, 15 months ago, 14 months ago. Oh boy, it's not good, is it? Divided by 250? Oh, it shouldn't be divided by 250. Cancel that. Can you undo this? You can't undo this, can you? I should not put 250. Let's try this again. 2 0.8158164009. So let's divide it by 250 billion. 250. I got this right. This is 2.5. I wonder if this is right. Yeah. That's 8.1. So in the last 14 months, it has gone up 8 times. 8 times. Almost times 10, right? But it's 8 times. In the last, from March 2020, February, March, the market capitalization of the cryptocurrency market was only about 250 billion. It's now going up to over 2 trillion. Okay, that's a lot of money. 8 times. 8 times. We're not talking about doubling. So, and it hasn't even finished growing yet. Like I said, we believe we can get to the 4 to 5 trillion by the end of this cycle, towards the end of this year. So there's still a lot to go. All right, what do you think that's going to do to the prices? That money is going to, grow the prices of these certainly these two, Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then we got the, what do you call it? Like I said, the selection of altcoins, the right altcoins, that is going to grow the prices of. That's why this is going to, and the altcoins grow a lot faster, a lot higher. They multiply, 10 times, 20 times, 50 times, sometimes even 100 times. But if this just 10x's, this would be 2 million. So it's not about me. What I'm trying to say is that having an investment in, careful, having an investment in the cryptocurrency space now to take advantage of the inflow of money is a very wise decision. That's why I'm excited. That's why I said exciting times are ahead. Anyway, what I should do is, by the way, like I said, there are 2 parts of this. There's the mindset part and the investment strategy. To get started, what you need to do is go to this website. That website. IamWealthyandRich.com. Okay, how to understand the game of money and play it well, and get your millionaire mindset and investment strategy free. Get in there, get yourself positioned, and contact us to get involved with find out more about the altcoin strategy, and we can get you on a webinar to find out more about that. And then get yourself positioned to take advantage of this wall of money that's going to come into the crypto space over the next 5 or 6 months. Okay, so I want to thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button of this video if you haven't done so already. And the video behind me, in case you're wondering, yes, it's about lifestyle. Lifestyle. That's what it's all about, lifestyle, and what it takes to get there. So it's designed to inspire you, okay, not distract you as to what's achievable, what's possible, okay? But anyway, thanks very much for watching this video and for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.